Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Today I am speaking partly as president of this club, but mostly as one more person who has fallen in love with this club. It's been a little more than a year since I joined here, and I have seen that we have come a long way in last 1 year. And recently we had induction of a lot of new enthusiastic members. So with this pretext in mind, I felt talking about creating a best club climate is more pertinent than any other topic. But this topic is so obvious that I feel as though I am marrying Elizabeth Taylor as her ninth husband. You know what to do, but you don't know how you can do it differently. And you can't give it a miss either. So I'll just give it my shot and hope that it's different. And before anything, let me try to quickly define what is club's climate. To roughly put it, club climate is how it feels in the club for both members and guests. It's the feel and the pulse of the club. It's the quality of physical, educational and relational atmosphere in the club. And before anything, I would like to take you through a few of the indicators of this club climate. I would like to classify the climate into three dimensions. One, physical climate, relational climate and educational climate. So accordingly, physical climate indicators, relational climate indicators and learning or educational climate indicators. Some of the examples of physical climate indicators are the attendance during the meeting or the physical state of rooms during the meeting. Attention given to details like the presence of certificates, presence of ballots or completeness of records all indicate the seriousness of meeting organizers, which in turn reflects on the club climate. And secondly, we must know that the club climate directly affects the learning we take from the club. So, the quality of projects, the quality of evaluations, or the educational growth of members all indicate the seriousness of members towards learning, which again I believe some of the best indicators of the club climate again. And equally important is relational climate. The club climate directly affects the relation between the members in the club. So energy, camaraderie, mentoring, encouragement, all these are again some of the very good indicators of club climate. Again, I have to risk talking about something very obvious. Why is a good climate important? Friends, I have repeated this before that Toastmasters is probably the best platform for to experiment and learn, especially when it comes to leadership. It's both cost effective and least risky. And that is why we know all of us are here to learn and improve. The emphasis is on the word all, and it's very evident that we are sharing this platform. So it's very important for us to realize that the club climate directly affects the effectiveness of this platform, which in turn affects the quality of learning we take from the club. And more importantly, it affects the nature of friendship we build from the club. I hope this is clear and evident in all of us. Well then, how to build a good climate? I'm sure I can discuss 101 ways of doing this. how we can build a platform, a good platform, but I would like to stick to a very few important ones. The reason why I want to do that is because I want the Blue Expression Toastmasters to realize that the club climate directly affects the learning we take. So we must work towards not just making this club a congenial club, but also a solid platform and an amazing environment for symbiotic learning. The emphasis is on the word symbiotic. A great platform where leaders with great character is sculpted, and it's a good climate that makes the platform solid. So going to the points on how we can build a good climate, I told I can talk about that for how much ever long I want, but I would like to stick to a very few important points. And as much as possible, I would like to stick to the causes and not the symptoms, because you correct the causes, symptoms will take care on its own. And firstly and foremost, I believe that the least you can do to contribute to the climate is to attend the meetings regularly. A large and supportive audience can be the single biggest motivating factor for a speaker. It encourages the speakers to prepare more seriously. Well, some of you may be thinking, yes, we know, but we meet in office hours. But that's precisely the challenge, isn't it? To be able to control our time, to be having mastery over time. I believe that mastery over time is one of the main traits of a leader. And take that challenge and you will see the difference in yourself. And the same applies to punctuality as well. I strongly believe that starting preparation well in advance in itself will take care of many things. It is especially true when it comes to role players. We've seen and we know that our club will hardly start the meeting in time. Today we started just 2 minutes late, but we've seen enough cases where we had to wait for 10 minutes. And I've seen our event organizers don't start early enough. Punctuality is something that we will be working for a period of time. Next 2-3 months, it will be one of our focus points. We want to start in time, we want to start our meetings in time, and in time our speakers will strive to complete the project in time. This is one thing which I cannot emphasize enough. And again, if we have to build a solid possible climate or good possible climate, we need each one of us at our best. So to realize this fact that every time you are speaking here, you are creating an impression among your members is very, very important. Every time we are speaking here, we are creating an impression in others. So depending on what kind of impression you want to make in others, so much should be your preparation. And the next point I want to discuss is about role plays. The small roles like accountant, timer, grammarian are there for certain reasons. And it's only in Toastmasters Club that you get feedback on your accounts, grammar, etc. etc. These roles have tremendous teaching potential. And I've seen that over the months we have improved our quality of projects, quality of evaluations tremendously. But we need to work on our role plays, the quality of role plays. And over a period of time, this will be again one of our focus points, and we will be working on the quality of our role plays. And again, if we have built a solid climate, the supportiveness level in the club or the support, the encouragement levels in the club has to be very good. Just before the meeting, going and talking to the Toastmaster of the day and asking him or her, can I be of some help, can make a lot of difference. Just recognizing one's good work can make a lot of difference. and we need to have a strong we care spirit in the club if we have to have a solid supportiveness and encouragement levels in the club. And the next is about gifts. I'm telling this for the benefit of some of our new members. The mission of Blue Expression Toastmasters Club is to nurture confidence and foster leadership in fellow IBMers. And most of our kids are IBMers always. So the spirit of Atiti Devo Bhava is very important if we have to make our guests our evangelists. And many of our guests will turn up as our member in future. So can we go and greet every guest from the meeting here on? Can we? Thank you. And the next question is for our new members. Many of you may already know this, that the IBM sponsors your entrance fee and the membership fee for first 6 months. I request all of you to make good use of it. Blue Expression Toastmasters Club, as a custodian of IBM's money, will not tolerate people wasting the $60 any longer. So a request for all the new members, consider this platform very seriously. Dive deep, at least plan to cover 3 to 4 main projects in next 6 months. Because we do not like to see money wasted in any sort. And one very important realization. If you think you have got what Toastmasters has to give you, you haven't gotten enough. There are several things which you will get only when giving back. Geeta can be a best testimonial for this. The spirit of giving back should be very abundant. There are a lot of things which you will learn only in the role of leadership, in the role of a mentor, in the role of an evaluator. And we need all of you to provide leadership for the club which has given you a platform to improve your communication skills. And then there are some finer realizations or finer nuances which I want all of you to realize. I want all of you to realize that the members from this club are always from diverse backgrounds. We cannot expect people to be like us, to think and act like us. Differences are common and are expected. Mistakes can happen and nobody is above mistakes, because nobody perfect comes here. But when such differences come, when such mistakes happen, how you overcome such a difference is what makes a good climate. Even if we cannot overcome the differences, how we can work for the club, keeping aside the differences, is what makes a solid climate. I want all of you to realize this very deeply. And the second one, friends, the next one is very important. Over the time, I'm sure all of us will forget the speeches we have given, the roles we have played, whatever we might have done in the club. But only thing what we will take forward will be the friendship we make here. And the climate directly affects the quality of friends you make here. And friendship in turn builds a solid climate. This is just a food for thought for all of you. I do not want to elaborate on this. Why did I tell about all this? A long, ceremonial, prescriptive speech. That's because we are working towards building a very good spirit in the club. What I call the BETC spirit. I'd like to take a shot in wording it. A sense of mission that we are building an institution that will outlive us, to make or to build leaders with great characters. an institution that will outlive us. Someday down the line, when we are not a part of the club, to realize that BET still goes strong, producing great communicators and speakers, and to remember that we were the ones who put a strong fundamentals for it, will be an incredibly satisfying experience. I want all of you to deeply realize this. And we have a messianic goal ahead of us, and we need a messianic zeal for the same. I would like to end with restating our vision. And we have done this a lot of times before, and we'll keep doing it until we get there. I've told this before, our vision is to become one of the best corporate Toastmasters club in India. Not one of the best. Now we could be one of the best. We want to become the best corporate Toastmasters club in India, and from there we'll go to the next goal. So I request that we have a messianic goal ahead of us. Let us build an incredible and insanely great institution, and for which we need to first build an incredible club climate.